really enjoyed the movie.
Thank
I
you.
thought it was great. Great performance.
Thank you, man.
Tell me about reuniting with your...
With Raymond.
Yeah, with Raymond from... you guys
Island.
did City of Island together, yeah.
Well, great. I mean, I love Ray. You know, we can really get on creatively very much. You know, it's great to find always someone that you can hit it off so much. You know, so he had this thing that he hadn't written, but they approached him to direct, and then he called me and asked me to get involved, and not only as an actor but as a producer on it. And but when he gave me the script, he said, "But I got to tell you that the character is not really there yet. It's not really well developed." But I had this idea. So we sat down and talked about who the guy potentially could be and how he could service a story. And I had some ideas about it. And, you know, we started collaborating. We wrote some things. And even after they were incorporated into the script. And then we improvised a little bit while we were doing it. And I love the film. It's a beautiful film. And Ray's done a great job with it. And I was very happy with, you know, the arc of how the character eventually functioned in the script, that we were able to contribute to that.
When you say the character wasn't well developed and you guys worked some things out,
Yeah.
like, and you put some things in, what were
Yeah.
what wasn't developed and what were you looking
Well,
to
he was incidental to the story, you know,
Okay.
really, you know, and it was it was presented more cliche and the cliche mob boss
Right.
thing. Ray was interested in more the mob boss as a grandfather than as a mob boss. And I said, and then I also, there was this inherent thing that based on the real guy is based on, because it's kind of an amalgamation. It's not that guy, but it's like a springboard. That the guy had started as an owner of a food truck and eventually became the head of the mob. So I presented to Ray this idea of how that could have happened, based on an experience I had in New York, and that he goes out, the story is told in the script about he was asked to deliver some manila envelopes, and he delivered some, and they gave him, you know, $200, $300, $400 for the delivery, and he went, wow. So he took and he bought his son a bicycle, you know, that's the beginning of the seduction into it. And
he was sort of reluctant to kind of get involved.
Completely,
yeah.
but, you know, he realized, look how he was providing for his family, and so the tragic arc of the character becomes, I get into this to provide for my family, to protect my family, and to give them a better life. And as it turns out, as I grow in authority in the organization, at one point, my authority destroyed my family, because there was an incident, and as you see in the movie, his son is taken out, and so he's left with the grandson. Now, what does he do but to try to teach the boy not to follow, you know, not.
Right.
And that, to me, all that is stuff that me and Raymond brought to the script. It wasn't really there initially.
Oh, it adds so much.
Yeah.
That's great. Last thing I want to ask you is, you work with, a lot of your scenes are with the great Michael Rispoli, who I love. He's such a great actor.
Fantastic.
Just tell me about doing like scenes with him, what that was like.
Oh, it's great. Michael's fantastic. We, you know, when I got involved, we started talking about, well, who should be Sal and who should be, and immediately I said, because they also had worked together in a movie, family house, single family house, or for Raymond's first movie, One Family House, or single family. Great movie that won the Sundance Audience Award, and Michael was the lead. So I know, and Michael had worked with my daughter on Magic City, and I'm a big fan of his, you know. And so I said, what about Michael Paisan? He goes, oh, that'd be great. So we called him, and he jumped on board, and it's great. And there was a lot of improvisations we did that didn't end up in the movie that was very, that me and Michael will take that with us, you know. But and also, you know, of course, Ray Romano, who's in the picture, who's fantastic.
Yeah,
I mean, I didn't have any scenes with Ray, but Yul Vasquez, who's a friend, great actor, I had some scenes with him, you know, at the social club. So we had it's really a great cast, and Nina and Michael are fantastic in the
really
film,
good,
and Griffith Dunn.
Yeah.
You know, so it's a beautiful cast, really is.
Look at you. You're involved in producing, casting, writing, acting. You
Yeah.
do it all, man.
Yeah.
It's great talking to you, Mr. Garcia.
Likewise,
Thank you so much.